June 26th, Miami, Florida, the first Democratic debate. And here are the people in it: Cory Booker, Julian Castro, John Delaney, Bill de Blasio, Tulsi Gabbard, Jay Inslee, Amy Klobuchar, Beto O'Rourke, Tim Ryan, Elizabeth Warren. Now, out of that group, there's 4 that have any kind of a chance at all. The rest of them don't have any chance. I mean, Bill de Blasio, the mayor of New York City, I mean, it's a joke. He's destroyed that city. The next day, June 27th, Michael Bennet, Joe Biden, Pete Buttigieg, Kirsten Gillibrand, Kamala Harris, John Hickenlooper, Bernie Sanders, Eric Swalwell, Marianne Williamson, Andrew Yang. Out of that crew, there's 5. So there's 9 Democrats out of 24 that have any semblance of a shot. So let's take a look at them. All right? We'll start with Joe Biden. Okay, 76 years old, entire life in government. Talking about a swamp creature. All right? Entire life. Never done anything else. Okay? Scranton, Pennsylvania, working class family, moves to Delaware, University of Delaware degree, Syracuse University Law School, All right, so Biden been around. And Biden has the Barack Obama seal of approval. Obama's handing over his machine in all the states to Biden. Now, Biden is formidable. Now, Biden doesn't have any principles. He doesn't stand for anything. You saw that with the abortion. You don't change your opinion on abortion. You either believe in life or you don't. And by the way, I'm going to say this again. If there is a judgment day, if there is a supreme being, you abortion people, particularly you abortion people for any reason at any time, you're going to have a problem. I mean, I'm not making any judgments. I'm just saying it's not compatible. Now, I know secular America doesn't have that belief system. They don't think they're going to be held accountable for anything they do on earth. I know that. And that is growing in America. Okay, so Joe Biden, don't underestimate him. I mean, the right and the conservatives and everybody, they're going to mock him. I'm not mocking him. He could win. Just today, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez came out and said that the United States has concentration camps on the southern border, that we are detaining migrants in concentration camps. We'll take.
The United States is running concentration camps on our southern border. And that is exactly what they are. They are concentration camps. And if that doesn't bother you, we can have, okay, whatever. I want to talk to the people that are concerned enough with humanity to say that we should not, that never again means something. And that the fact that concentration camps are now an institutionalized practice in the home of the free is extraordinarily disturbing. And we need to do something about it.
Okay, so any clear-thinking person knows that is insane and that the Congresswoman doesn't really know what she's talking about. The one thing that she did is she would clarify. She said, well, concentration camps are different than death camps. That's true. Auschwitz was a death camp. You sent there by the Nazis, you died. Dachau was a concentration camp for dissidents and other people Nazis didn't like. You didn't necessarily die there, but you could. And they did have chambers, gas chambers there. But what Ms. Cortez does not understand is that there aren't concentration camps anywhere in the USA. That we as a nation have a right to hold people who cross into our territory illegally. We detain them. And we detain them in camps. You could call them camps, but they're not concentration camps. We're not trying to hurt them. We have to put them somewhere. And the United States government releases millions of people, just releases them. A lot of Americans object to that. So let's get to the President of the United States and what he's doing. There was one new thing, and I don't want to be a megalomaniac here, okay? Egomaniac, okay, I'll cop to it. Megalomaniac, a little bit too much. But I have, as you know, been saying for 2 weeks that the president should start in on the far left and the things that they're putting out there that are insane. And last night he did that. He started with Justice Kavanaugh. Roll the tape.
They tried to ruin the family of now Justice Kavanaugh. They tried to ruin his career. They tried to ruin his life. They even wanted to impeach him on fraudulent charges. Those charges were a fraud. He did nothing wrong, all in pursuit of political domination and control. Just imagine what this angry left-wing mob would do if they were in charge of this country. Imagine if we had a Democrat president and a Democrat Congress in 2020. They would shut down your free speech.
All right, I wouldn't do this free speech thing. The due process thing is a very strong argument. Now remember, Donald Trump needs 66 million votes to be reelected. He got 63 last time. Needs 3 million more to lock it. So that means he needs independence. If you are going to try to persuade people who not necessarily like you, all right, they may like the economy, but they don't like you. You got to get them where they live. And you got to say, look, you saw it. No due process for that man, Judge Kavanaugh. You saw it. And Cory Booker, Kamala Harris, two presidential contenders on the Democratic side, led that charge. Out to Los Angeles, second largest city in the country, enormous problems there. Almost like San Francisco, similar permissive politicians running the show, no rules. They allow the drug addicts to run wild. That's what's driving the homeless situation there. And now there's an effort to recall Mayor Eric Garcetti, again, far left guy, okay? Because Garcetti can't control the homeless. Can't control it. So downtown LA, which is apart from most of the residential areas, all right, is overrun. And the drug addicts, primarily drug addicts. And typhus is there. I predict bubonic plague will soon be there. Rats all over the place. Insects. I mean, it's really gross. Really gross. So there's a recall effort to get Garcetti out because Garcetti's the mayor. And Garcetti doesn't know what he's doing and doesn't care. The combo. Don't know, don't care. All right, so citywide in LA, homeless is up between 12 and 16% a year. It's way more than that. All right, like San Francisco, drug addicts know they can congregate together, and it's easier to buy drugs, easier to take drugs. They got pals doing the same thing. They don't have to pay any rent. They can sit there in a tent or wherever they are. They share everything, including needles, which of course spreads AIDS, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. All right, these are huge camps now, thousands of people. Now, the way to combat that is you cut off the drugs. Or you have your police department ring it, and nobody in, nobody out. Nobody in, nobody out. See, in the cities, if you have a parade, they put up blocks. In New York City, it happens almost every weekend. You can't cross, the police cross, you cannot cross here. Boom. That's what you do. You surround it. Nobody crosses in or out. No dealers can get in. How long do you think that camp's going to stay there? But Eric Garcetti never do that. He won't even acknowledge what's going on. Recall him. Get him out of there. Can't get any worse.